There you go. Check it, make sure we're rolling. Let me check it. Check it real quick. Should be good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, shalom, shalom. With the GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another quick sit down. Prior to getting started, as we always do, like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakahadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the icons that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video will be edifying first and foremost to the whole free elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And men and brothers was breaking bread today on just discretion, all right, the way that we utilize it, all right, how we give it out concerning making judgment calls, all right, because judgment is a pivotal part that we play in this truth, man, all right. Judgment reflects the body, it reflects you, all right, and ultimately reflects the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So we're gonna go through a few precepts, all right, basically ordering it right, all right, ordering judgment right, because again, judgment is a crucial and pivotal part, and that how we execute, all right, in this truth, man. All right. It ain't your judgment. All right. It's how the Lord judged it and set it up. Okay, so we're gonna come out with it, man. And again, the name of the lesson gonna be an evil suspicion overthrows judgment, man. All right. So bring it out.
This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 24.
Yep.
For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil judgment hath overthrown their and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
Right. But the point it says many are deceived. We know in Jeremiah 17:9 it says the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right. A lot of men hearts is not ordered right. It's not ordered according to Yahweh Bashim Shai. It's ordered according to their own belly, man. All right. Which caused them to make mistakes. All right. They really actually put them in positions to where they're not being careful, man. All right. Now, considering being careful, is to make sure we sticking to sound doctrine. All right. We not uh adding, taking away from the scriptures. All right. We just living within the embodiment that's already been given us and following the guidelines, man. All right. Not straying to the left nor to the right, man. Right.
Winging anything.
And no winging shit. All right. Because that's a beautiful point that you mentioned. Because that's another thing. And if you wing something, that's an evil suspicion, man. All right. You suspect it in your mind, this can go with the doctrine. Like, no, everything that needs to go with the doctrine is already for the doctrine. It's written in the scriptures, my bad. And ultimately, secular history, right? Secular history adds to the Bible. The Bible don't add to secular history. You see? Meaning what? The words of the scriptures are the concrete evidence that actually proves that, man. All right, the other way around. Or, vice versa. You see?
I'm sorry, verse 26.
Come on. I just want to make one more point. All right. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. And we all know opinion is like an acid. Everybody got one. Just like everybody got this urge, these big kahunas to want to be the man. All right. But what's happening is you're overthrowing yourself, man. You're digging yourself a grave. You're burying yourself alive, man. All right. Because ultimately you're going to fall in a pit, and that pit going to be too deep for you to get out. It says that an evil suspicion had thrown their judgment. And we as men of the Lord got to exercise discretion in all our matters. It tell you in Proverbs, he that handleth a matter wisely shall find good. Where you got it out?
This is verse 26 in Sirach 3. A stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein.
Read 25, and go to 26.
This is Sirach 3 and 25. Without eyes, thou shalt want light.
Without what?
Without eyes, thou shalt want light.
Right. So you will want to see something that you believe you have, man. All right. Or that's a suspicion. Like I suspect that, if I do it this way, right, I could come out on a better end. I could feed my spirit better. Like, nah, the scriptures in a sense with our spirit to feed us, man. We already got what we need. We got the ingredients. We have our food. All we gotta do is eat it, man. All right, that's all we gotta do. Okay, that's just like you bring the dog the food in the morning. All he gotta do is eat his food out. All right, the master bring him the food. It's in the bowl. He got the water right there. You see? Go ahead.
If I could say, and what do you have with the dog? A structure set up. The dog lives in the house, and the owner gets the food and gives it to the
That's
dog.
right.
Hey, the structure in this house of GMS has already been set up.
Built.
You got camps that you can come to and learn from, and all you got to do is just come to it and learn and feed off the word. You don't have to start leaning under your own understanding or having a stubborn heart or mind, having a vain opinion, trying to come in another way or do things differently. They just follow the script, and it's a beautiful thing to come into a structure that's already set up. Most of the legwork's been done, and what you can do is just learn and add on to it and be a benefit, an asset to it.
That's right. Go ahead. It says
Without
yeah, the rest. Yeah.
without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge thereof that thou hast not.
Right, because that's mine, it's mind trickery on you. Because you thinking to be some wise one, or that you're on some type of level, it'll cause you to start professing things that you don't have, man. All right. Again, winging shit, man. All right. Like I know the scripture the way I could do it how I won't do it.
I got
A lot of
bit.
men have took that route, right? Yeah, I got a little bit knowledge. So now you feel the need to, all right, I can maximize it if I do my own thing. You don't want to come in the order or in a fashion of what you gotta come in the truth. John 10 and 1, man. All right. There's a way to get built up and get on your own. What you see men built up, it was leg work behind that, man. All right. It was weightlifting and running drills, going up hills with tires on, etc. And I'm using analogies of, you train, for the football season, off season, and the off season activities. They got something called all season activities that y'all cannot know about. All right. And off season training and particular things, but that's leg work. Would you see men getting busy like that? In front of this camera, whatever the case may be, that's because they've been putting in that work, you know, doing it the right way, man. The sacrifice and following the script, man. Because wherever you see a great thing at, it's required of great sacrifice behind it, man. Kobe Bryant is a testament of that. Jordan, when you read how these men what they used to do, you hear a great sacrifice from them. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 26. A stubborn heart or mind. And what does it mean when you're stubborn? You're hard-headed. You're stuck in your ways. You're a know-it-all that thinks you have all the answers. And as the brother brought out earlier with that Jeremiah 17 and 9, the heart or the mind is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? If you start leaning under your own understanding and not following the script, hey, that's when you start wavering off that straight path and going into that wide path. And as it's about to say, shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein. And that danger just doesn't have to be physical danger; it can be spiritual danger as well. You love it the danger of leaning under your own understanding, thinking you have it, and hey, it'll as it says, you shall perish at the end. You don't want to get along to go along. Well, hey, and you're gonna get dealt with accordingly.
Go to 27.
27. An obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin.
Right. Read it again, my bad.
Sirach 3 and 27. An obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows.
Yeah, that's a headstrong, a willful heart, man. All right. Refusing to change your opinion or chosen course of action, man. All right. And despite attempts to persuade one to do so. So no matter how a man correcting you or trying to throw you on a path, that's what the word obstinate means. It means stubbornly refusing, to change one's opinion. And remember, it read in 3 and 24 that many are deceived by their own vain opinion. See, the scriptures is telling us what to do. It says stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or chosen course of action, meaning he's set in his mind, man. He headstrong. You got a great example of somebody who headstrong is Russell Westbrook. That's why he's getting killed right now from people like he's all out of he don't want to change what he's doing. He don't want to get benched, but he don't want to stop turning the ball over, man. It's like what, you killing us. To keep doing that, you hurting us. All right, and then when we sit you down for you to understand what you're doing, then you bickering. All right, like it's like what are we doing, man? All right, it says, despite attempts to persuade one to do so, man. Very difficult to change or overcome, man. All right, unrelenting, single-minded. It's a bloody-minded. But you got something else?
No, I'm looking for one.
You looking for one? Come.
A bloody mind.
You got
Love
more?
the danger shall perish.
Yeah,
Kind.
stuck-minded. A strong head will, man. If it's not according to righteousness, and if it's according to your own way, you gonna die, man. You gonna die. The Lord gonna kill you, because that's not the way the Lord set you up. He set this thing up for order's sake, man. All right, to do things decently and in order. One who headstrong, he gonna constantly kick against the pricks, man. And Yahweh shine with that, man. All right, go ahead.
An obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows.
Yep.
And the wicked man shall keep sin upon sin.
Yeah, he gonna get worse and worse, man. All right. He's gonna just keep getting worse and worse. And the more, if he egged on, ain't like, don't let nobody be commenting. You're doing your thing. Oh man, Jay gonna go out the window, man. All right. Jay gonna start bucking up against, authority, which he already do. But again, so evil suspicion is overthrowing your judgment. And we know we are bounded by judgment in this truth, man. It bounds us. All right. It's the foundation. It's set apart, because at the end of the day, judgment is the ultimate thing. That's why the way the Lord execute judgment is real particular. You see? Sometimes he waited out. Sometimes it's instant. Sometimes it's right after. Sometimes it's in different reincarnations. You know what I'm saying? It's all different, man. Go ahead, out.
Keep going.
Nah, that's it in that. Give me Sirach 21 and 12. Yeah, then I believe you holding that.
It's Sirach 21:12.
Uh,
Yeah, Sirach 21:12, and it says, "He that is not wise will be." My bad. Let me read it again. Sirach 21:12. He that is not wise will. My bad. He that is not wise will not be taught.
Yep.
But he that is, but there is a wisdom which multiplied bitterness.
Right, because that's a wisdom you took up on your own self. So now that wisdom gonna multiply bitterness into you, man. Because you don't want to be taught, man. You're already self-taught. All right. What man in the scriptures was self-taught, man? All right. Nobody dealt with him. Like that ain't even, that's not even the order in which the scriptures was. Men deal with men to build them up, get them up, man. All right. But it says there's a wisdom that multiplies bitterness. It's gonna start to become bitter. The wisdom is gonna start working against you, man. All right. And wisdom is rough. And what he kind of saying on
chains and
yeah, man. It deals with you rough, man. All right.
And it says if wisdom is gonna deal with you and try you for a time, and if you can't deal with those chains, hey, it's gonna cast you off.
It's gonna cast you off, man. All right. It's gonna multiply that bitterness into you, man.
Hey, like chains are bitterness.
Yeah.
Like chains is gonna weigh you down and break it.
They not comfortable, man.
Heavy chains it's not comfortable at all, man.
Yeah.
Cold. They're cold and heavy. Verse that weigh you down. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Doctrine unto fools is as fetters on the feet and like manacles on the right hand.
Right. Because that fool believe that the doctrine that he has in teaching, he's showing himself as some great one, man. All right. Again, then what it does, evil suspicion overthrow man's judgment. It'll have a man want to go out on a limb. It'll start to make him get a false sense of confidence, man. All right. Because the scriptures speak about not being confident in a plain way. All right. Overbearing. All right. Why? Again, you shouldn't want to be alone, which we speak about that, teaching it. You should want help, man. You should want help, man. At the end of the day, the reason why you should aid or look for a body within Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because the body helps the working parts in it, man. The effectual working in the body, which goes to Ephesians 4. All right. And again, if you by yourself and you thinking you got the doctrine, you locked in this thing, all right? Who gonna tell you got a demon on you? Who would? But when you're in a body, a brother can say, listen, bro, that ain't the way the scriptures go. You got what? Men will reprove you, rebuke you. Again, you got an evil suspicion, it'll always overthrow your judgment. But men around you, if you in the truth, they're not gonna let you overthrow your judgment. In other words, like, whoa, like, nah, that ain't the way we teach it. That's not how we taught it. You're gonna have somebody there to reprove you and check you. Hey, look, bro, that's off. All right. Somebody got to tell you got a demon on you out, or you ain't gonna know. You see? Go ahead.
And even then, you got to be in the right spirit to accept it.
That's right.
You can't be obstinate or hard-headed.
Yep.
If I read verse 15.
Yeah, go ahead. Break it down.
If a skillful man hear a wise word.
You know something else too? When you finish, you gotta dive into rebuke too, man.
Come.
Yeah.
I got a couple that go and like if you keep being like with that, with that like that, or being with strong headed, you're gonna get judged for it, Yeah.
This is Sirach 21:15. If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it. And that comes with being in the body, and as you were saying, hearing the rebuke as well. Being in the right spirit to accept it and build upon it, as it's about to say. He will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeaseth him, and he casteth it behind his back. Hey, if you're not in the right spirit, you want to be in that obstinate, stubborn spirit, hey, you're gonna hear it and you're gonna cast it behind your back, because for one, you're not coming in the right way, and if you're leaning under your own vain understanding, you think you got it all already. What can man tell me? You're not looking at the bigger picture, that this is the words and the rebukes of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai coming through these men to tell you these things and try to make you better and hope you accept it to get on the right path. But if you don't want to hear it, you're going to cast it behind your back. And as we got in that Sirach chapter 3, hey, danger's perishing is the only thing you have to look forward to.
That's right.
Okay.
You got something else?
Yeah, I got one.
That was it.
I got one real fast. This is 1 Corinthians 14:39. It says, "Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. Let all things be done decently and in order."
You got it. My bad.
You got that.
I was looking at the comment, but read it again. My bad.
It is 1 Corinthians 14:39. "Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak in tongues. Let all things be done decently and in order."
Right. And again, when you go to prophesy, which is one of the greatest gifts, all right, it says to let it be done decent and in order, man. All right. The arrangement of prophecy is set already. All right. Prophecy, when you reading on, I believe it's 1 Corinthians 15, is exaltation. All right, is admonishment. All right, it's to say before. All right, all these things make up the whole embodiment of prophecy, man. All right, and all the things in the scriptures is already there. All we got to do is read the words of prophecy, man, and prophecy fulfills itself. Go ahead.
And I want to go back up in the same chapter to verse 33, where it sets the ground rules, everything. It's verse 33 in 1 Corinthians 14. It says, "For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints."
Yeah. The author, as in all the churches of the saints, man, the finisher. So peace should be coming through, man. All right, that's a rule, a rule spirit, man. All right, that's a rule spirit to come in and believe this outspoken one, or have the mindset of this meat thing. Yeah, you got 5 precepts, and I could break it down a different way. These brothers are different. You different. Like, nah, man. Listen, we are similarly similar. We similar. All right, with indifferences. In other words, man. All right, we differ, but we still together, man. All right, and we're only different attributes and sizes, man. All right, but still, we still together. So we make all that coincide and rather trying to stick out, man. We rather come in together and assemble. All right, then break apart and be vulnerable. All right, create vulnerability to ourselves where Satan may attack. As I spoke about at camp, Satan attacked those sheep that went way over there, man. Mm-hmm. That's the easiest one to get.
I want to say something too, because we all, don't get it twisted, we all come with that the alpha, the lion type of mentality. The only thing about within his body, learn how to work together. I'm not, I stepping on my toes, not stepping on your toes. Everything is basically, I got the scripture to back it up too. Everything is ran smoothly as a cohesive unit, a well-oiled machine, man. All right. This is Second Thessalonians 3:1. One of my favorite scriptures too. It says, finally, brethren, pray for us that the word of the Most High may have free course and by glory, even as it is with you. And the point is the free course part. There's nothing hindering the word. There's nothing blocking it up. This is not a me show. Me, I. It's not that. It's free, this river of living waters is a free flowing river with no logs, no boulders, nothing holding up that water from flowing to the other side, man.
Your evil suspicion to do that, though.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of it some type of way. Yeah,
demons on you. The demon of doubt, the demon and Satan. Let me tell you something too, man. Tell you something about Satan, man. A lot of times that inner thought, the inner man talking, you talking in your head, a lot of times that be Satan. Yeah. Whispering and telling you shit, man.
Yeah.
Satan draw a scenario with you and a brother. It never even fucking happened.
Yeah, it never happened. It never even started to happen or nothing.
You're not even looking at the brother. You're looking down the fucking street, but yet you over there. Like I said, you see the shit on camera. You see guys, see guys looking or having an attitude, and that be like the demon of doubt, the demon of suspicion, evil suspicion.
Yeah.
And that lies back with Satan. That lies back with demons on you, man. All right.
Yeah, it calls poor judgment. Because really what it's doing is clouding your judgment. At the end of the day, it's just clouding your mind up. Instead of having the things that are spiritual on it, it's just you just got those things which are just causing you to get irate. Well, brother, you looking at
that comes with too. You're not knowing the men around you. You're not knowing what you're getting yourself into. You're not knowing the men that's before you. No, them dudes, it's not that type of time. We're not on that type of time to be warring with each other. At the end of the day, the so-called the fucking white man is the enemy, man.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Not your brother, man.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not up here robbing you. I'm not up here sticking you up. I'm not up here manipulating you, stealing from you and all type of the man of wicked ass shit. It's not that type of party, man. It's not even a party. It's not that even type of business going on, man. All right?
Goddamn emotional. Letting that old man and those old feelings and thoughts and selfishness you have, let Satan play on that, because it's easy for Satan to play on things if you got a ill intent in your heart already. You're not working towards actually bettering yourself. All he needs to do is pour salt on that wound to agitate it and let it grow and grow like a damn cancer.
You got to drive away selfishness, man, because this truth produces a culture of brotherhood, selfless thing going on. It's not on that type of time, man. You might have been the guy that's the only child, and you might have this is for me. You gotta learn to share. You gotta learn to give up your time, your patience. You gotta. This is a whole different. It's a whole different chapter of the book of sacrificing, man. That comes with a whole lot. And you're right. And a lot of you cats, man, that come out. A lot of guys that come into this thing or even cross over to the other side. You still dealing with. You the guy that's still putting these high walls up with the soldiers up there ready to shoot, man. You gotta tear down the walls, man. With the men that's on you, on the side of you, man.
Yeah.
All right. It has to be a great level of respect for the man that's on the left side, the right side, in front of you, and behind you, man. But go ahead. Like I said, how it gets.
Bro. Evil suspicion for your brother will cause you to be stagnant in the truth.
Yeah.
The Lord will be like, that's nothing going on.
That's a damn.
Yeah. You need to deal with that so the Lord can continue to manifest you in the spirit, man. But again, Jacob sit on that shit and it ain't nothing. That's just an evil suspicion, man. It's just all it's doing is pulling at you. All right. You gotta know how to resist the devil and he will flee. All right. A suspicion It's the devil. You got to learn to resist him. All right, that's it. You know, you got it.
Oh, go ahead. I'm trying to. I think I'm on top of it though.
This is 1 Corinthians 1 verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
Same walk, man. All right.
No
Agreed.
divisions.
Huh?
No divisions.
Can two be agreed except they what? Walking together.
Can when you walk together.
Can walk together except they be agreed. Well, the house and the men of the Lord, I mean, we have no other alternative but to agree. And even if we don't agree, there are guidelines for us to go to and deal with it. Matthew 18, y'all got to agree before you go back to the altar and sacrifice. Again, remember I brought out earlier that obedience is better than sacrifice. Mm-hmm. And that 1 Samuel or whatever. All right. So understanding how to obey, all right, the things that you need to obey and stick to before you sacrifice, man. All right. You got to learn that.
Hey, how do you become a teacher unless you were first a student?
That's it. It's levels, man. All right. And you can't, again, your judgment, your judgment got to always be on point, man. All right. Because again, and it's Proverbs I want to say 18 and 16, something around that. All right. Because if your suspicion is evil, is on an ill time, it's like an ill time, you suspecting some shit or at times, all right, guess what your brother gonna do? He gonna come search your ass out somewhere right there.
Yeah, I got another one I found too.
A neighbor find it his own cause. He's writing his own call.
I got another one, 17. That, I was on the way to getting another one, but I found the other one I'm looking for too. This is Sirach 10 and 6. Yeah, it's 10 and 6. It said, bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all with injurious practices. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both do it one commit iniquity. You know, and that's what that demon, that festering demon that's on that's in your head, it starts to bring forth sin, man.
Yeah, sin upon sin, like
you know.
Yeah,
that's a that's not a part of this thing, man. You know, because evil suspicion is the evil twin to discernment, man.
Intent. The intent is evil. Like it's all.
Evil suspicion is the evil twin.
It's the evil twin
to discretion, man.
That's right. To just don't think. You ain't thinking.
No,
you ain't thinking the right. And if you're not thinking right, actually you're not thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real, like, cause it's all about thinking right. Cause it tell you that the discretion of a man, get a Proverbs 19:11, because you write down. All right. Since we started bringing that discretion up. But remember, if you don't have discretion, your neighbor gonna come search your ass out and rebuke you, like the elder said. That next one at 18 gonna go with the elder said about getting rebuked when you're not using discretion. Go ahead, Art.
This is Proverbs 19 and 11.
Yep.
The discretion of a man deferreth his anger.
Yep.
And it is his glory to pass over a transgression.
Right, by using discretion, man. That's how you pass over transgression. Because again, evil thoughts overthrow your judgment, and all it do is get you closer to sin. If you're not sinning, but you're getting closer to it, it's like you're sinning. All right? So a brother catching you like, look, you're suspecting that you're doing something the right way, in the right manner, all right? Because you just, I'm a man like you. I could do this like, nah. No, we ain't on that type of level, man. We're a family. We're a family of men, all right, who got different things that they do in the body, but they do it all together, man. That's it. You know?
I got one.
In sync.
Yeah, I got one for you too.
Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach 14 and 5. It says, and this is what, having an evil suspicion is too, man.
Yeah.
It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? My bad, let me read it again. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Yeah.
He shall not take pleasure in good.
Yeah.
There is none worse than he that envies himself.
Yeah, and the evil suspicion is an envying to your own self, man. Really, you thinking you in competition with people. You got something in your own mind that's not even relative. I mean, it's not relatively close to what the brother have in mind. You got a problem in this altercation in your mind with something that don't even, like, nobody knows what's going on. All right, they talking about me on a video. No, we read scriptures. Man, the scripture don't have no person, no respects of person. At the end of the day, so if something get read and it affect you, all right, you having an evil, you having a mood.
Yeah, I'm about to get
Shoe fits.
Yeah, the shoe fitting you, you gotta win. All right, no man is personally thinking about no one man. All right, and then reading the scriptures. No, the scriptures is bringing that out. So you gotta deal with that.
in Hebrews.
The 4 and 12.
Turn in the heart.
Yeah.
See, let me read. You guys some meaning in what you just said. Let me read it again.
You got it.
This is Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He should not take pleasure in his own goods. There is none worse than he that envy himself. Evil to him, that evil. Blah, 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 blah. What it is?
Envying himself.
Envy himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness. And if he do it good, he do it good unwillingly.
Yep.
And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. The envious man has a envious man has a wicked eye.
Yep.
He turneth away his face and despise men.
Yeah, that's universal too. Cause they're gonna say, "Well, I'm talking about Eve." No, that's Jake and Eve. Go ahead, out.
A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion.
Yep.
And the iniquity of the wicked dried up his soul. It says, a evil eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table.
That's it. And that's what you become, man. Being envious, having a evil suspicion, man. All right, you thinking that, and it's again, there ain't nothing but demons tap dancing on your ass, man.
Yeah, break dancing.
Break dancing, man. 1-2 stepping on your ass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one in Hebrews.
Yeah, bring that out.
This is Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Yeah, the thoughts and the intents. That's what we on, because that's all the evil suspicion carried over. Because again, a man action start in his mind, then it's carried out, through his a man thoughts start in his mind, then it's carried out through his actions, and then your actions lead to consequence.
Start in his mind.
Is it
carry out in his actions?
Yeah, carry out in your actions, man. The water for the correction. All right, and then it shows where you was at in your heart. That's why men able to identify the evil suspicion that's in you, man. All right. And again, Jake make this thing personal. It's not personal.
Business, man.
This is business, man. This is business for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right. We all employed for the Lord as of right now. And we all trying to keep our job. So you goddamn right. Somebody, and if any man got, all right, any integrity in him, he's going to tell your ass, you got your judgment is off, man. All right. The way you measuring things is off. And you should thank that man, because he's saving you from the error of your life, man. All right. Because you could be going in the error with the judgment, you have perceived.
All right, look it out for your souls.
You may be going in error, all right, with the judgment you believe, and that's an evil suspicion, and that shit can lead you right to your debt, man. All right. Or it could be a detriment to you to where you can't recover, man. All right. These men are watching for your souls, man. Because again, we all get demons on us.
I got it right here.
You got
what you know on this one he just saying. I can get it real fast.
You got it.
This Proverbs 18, and I'm gonna read down. Because what this brother going to in Hebrews, it's I'm gonna read down after that. Proverbs 18 and 14. It says the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmities, but a wounded spirit who can bear?
Yep.
It says the heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and in the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. A man's gift maketh room for him, and it says bringing him before great men.
Yep.
He that is first in his own cause seemeth just.
Right. And I had you more than that Proverbs 18 and 17. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just. All right. It seemed like it's right to you. It's the and we get that, right? We all at some point when we came in this thing as younger men on the side of we thought we like, man, I can do it this way and that until the spirit correct you. It's gonna choke you out, or a man. Because when a man correcting you, you gotta have faith and understand that that's the spirit of God correcting you. Go ahead, what you about to say.
It says, but his neighbor cometh and searching him out.
Right, because what it do, it correct you to get you back on right, bro. Your judgment of. So when your neighbor come and search your ass out, like, look, bro, what you thinking about? All right, Jake won't feel some kind of way because you reproving his thoughts. But really, the wicked hate when you rebuke their thoughts. He said, rebuke a wise man, and he gonna love you. All right, but if you got a problem when a man reproving you, you gonna come with all kind of excuses according to your will. All right, you gonna find excuse for this, you gonna find excuse for that. Which you can get that next. As a matter of fact, go ahead.
You mind if I get two?
Yeah, if he finished, what he got, y'all can know on you.
Back up.
Just what you got, and then you can get it out. Yeah.
I gotta get this one though. It jumped to the side. This is in the same book, man. Proverbs 19:21 says, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Yep. And show you a man, he wrestles with thoughts, man. He wrestles with evil suspicion. He wrestles with discernment.
Yeah.
And all type of shit to where there's a war going on in your mind, man.
That's right.
You know, and that's unhealthy. You know.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Okay, this is two quick ones in Proverbs 15. I'm gonna start at verse 12. A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him, neither will he go unto the wise. And so if you're not right from the start, you're just a scorner. You're not gonna go into the wise.
Yeah.
As I said back in that Sirach 21, a wise man will hear a word and commend it and add unto it. But when a man that hear that word and it displeaseth him, he's gonna cast it behind him.
I got something for you too.
And
go ahead.
And ultimately, this is going to be your judgment for being that scorner that doesn't want to go into the wise and can't take rebuke. Proverbs 15, verse 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die. And it speaks for himself.
I got one to back this brother up. You know, because it's a spiritual part of this, because we know what the belly is. This is another one, Proverbs 20:30 says, the blueness of a wound cleaneth away evil. So do stripes the inner parts of the belly. So what do you think that's talking about? It's talking about being rebuked, man. All right, rebuke causes. It seems like it hurt, but it's actually healing you, man. Being rebuked, being told something, man.
And the heart need to be told something because it's desperately wicked.
Right.
It's desperately wicked. And we all got minds. All our minds get desperately wicked. We can't sit there and say it don't, but we understand how to. Yeah, there you go.
This is the guy.
That's it. You got it. That's the point.
Because also the inner parts of the belly, your mind is represented as the belly. It holds information.
It eats. It takes in that nourishment.
Of this spiritual food.
Right.
So sometimes you can be off. You can be actually wrong.
Yeah,
you got to get rebuked. And yes, those rebukes. It to the outward man, it seems like it causing strife and blueness. But guess it's healing you too, though. It's making a new man. It's forming you and crafting you and molding you to a new man.
Yeah.
Rebuke is good, man.
It be accepted.
Yeah.
Only if it be accepted. It says the stripes of wisdom is never out of time. For what you saying? Yeah. Go with that. Yeah, you got it.
That's right, man. Yeah, it's another one, but go ahead.
Want that Hebrew?
Yeah, the stripes of wisdom is never out of time. You read it? Oh, concerned at all? You read it?
It's a different.
What is different?
That watch for your soul.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring that one up.
This is Hebrews 13:17. Obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you.
Yeah.
Come. This is Hebrews 13, verse 17. Obey them that have rule over you.
It says obey.
Obedience.
Yeah, obey them.
Sacrifice.
I don't know, you two fucking with it, man.
No, it's on a regular thing.
Yeah, but they fucking with
the screen. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, but it says obey them that have what?
Rule over you.
Rule over you. And that goes into the men of the Lord, the men that set before you on the highways and byways, all right, giving you this exhortation, these scriptures, these prophecies, all right. Those are the men that you have to obey. Because of what?
Obey them that have rule over you and submit yourselves.
Man, you might get the word submit. Submit yourselves, man. Get obey and submit.
Kind of.
Matter of fact, all right. That reminds me of a while back, some years back. You know, Jake got all warped in the fucking brain, man, because you know, brothers called the elders, the apostles, masters, man, which they are our masters, all right. Which you know they are our masters, and we will becoming masters of other men, man. All right, and you have to submit yourselves to them, man, in order to learn. If you're willing to learn, if you're willing to learn to do this the right way, this thing about it is true, all right, because we all subject to someone. All right, even as we are subject to Yahweh Shai, man. So you have to learn to come up under men. You have to be learned to be rebuked, being told something, given orders. All right, whether big or small, whether this man is young, whether he's old. You have these are this. Like I said, I might have to that lesson I've been having with the brother. I might have to just make that a camp lesson, man, because that's a part of all this is a part of the process. You gotta be able to basically to become under the whole process of this thing, man. This ain't just about cussing a white man out. As some men do, as some men think it's all about.
And look good on camera.
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah.
And nothing else behind it.
This is a behind the scenes thing going on too. This is a thing of molding and shaping your behavior too, your mind frame too, man. What the hell you think? What you think this is, man? Oh, I listen to him, but I don't listen to him though.
Yeah.
He pleases my flesh. He pleases my weak ego.
We don't do that, man. You gotta learn. You gotta become a student and learn how to become under the right tutorship, the right way, man. The right sound doctrine. All right, and just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, put that obey first, right?
Kind. The word obey in Hebrews 13 verse 17 is Strong's G3982. To be persuaded of a thing concerning a person, to listen, to obey.
To what?
To listen.
To listen. Real quick, give me Ecclesiastes 5. Ecclesiastes 5, man, in the Bible. You understand. You're coming to the church. You're coming to a house already furnished, put up foundation, everything, man. So you have to learn to get in where you fit in, play your part. All right. You have to become like your boss said. You have to become water. But coming in this thing, we have to become a sponge, man. And you have to let that water flow, and you got to become that sponge that soaks up and nourishes and soaks up the water, man. Find out what's going on. You just can't jump out there being rash with your mouth amongst men, especially learned men. You don't just get around apostles and get yapping off and men that's been in this thing. This that's running your mouth. Become a sponge. Become a guy that's soaking up what it be, what they're saying, even their conduct, how they're doing things, man, how they're carrying themselves. You might be a guy, and most times the men of the Lord, they're not gonna tell you nothing. You come out there, you might come out there with out there with dreads. You gotta let you get your feet wet first, you know what I'm saying? And then over time you'll see what's going on. Same thing with men conduct. You don't see men out here on this radical black power shit. You gotta calm down.
Yeah.
You know?
You won't fight everybody that pass, man. Bucking up just for nothing, you know. You can't do that, man.
Go ahead.
To listen.
But it says what?
To listen to.
To listen to. Like we always said, you got 2 ears, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Go ahead.
To obey, yield to.
What?
Yield to.
Yield to, man.
Comply with.
Comply with, man. That's for the word obey right there. Now get the word What it was? Submit, man.
I got Ecclesiastes for your order and order too.
And like I said, once you become a student, man, and understand your role as being a student, you have to submit, man.
You got to play your role.
Yeah, you got to play your role, man.
It's a job. That position, we hire. The law hired you for that position. Like you got to play that position. Until promotions come through, all right? Yeah, and if they don't come through, you keep working the position you got. That's it.
Just utilize that talent you got and be thankful
That's
that
it.
out of the billions of Israelites on the planet, you've been given the privilege of being able to have the spirit to understand.
For real.
This is strong for the word submit. This is Strong's.
I gotta get one. This what your brother just said. This is Proverbs. I've been proverbing it out, man. Proverbs 25:6. Put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. It says, for better is it that it be said unto thee, come up hither, then thou shouldest be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thy eyes have seen, man. You know, it's better to be asked, hey, for a better, like, this is another position.
Yeah.
And asked to be, hey, come here. Come on,
that mean you working, yeah.
I mean, you putting in the work.
Come up here, then to be up there and they tell you go down there
for somebody.
Go sit down there. And then you, young man down there, you come up. Like who told him to come up? Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I got one to back up.
I actually read that yesterday.
Yeah, one more.
I think I read that yesterday.
It says, go, verse 8, it says, go not forth hasty to strife, lest thou knowest not what to do in the end thereof, when thy neighbor has put thee to shame.
Yeah. You got that evil suspicion. And when you go sit by the elders, I know y'all brothers always talk about it. And y'all brothers who've been in. I was the brother from Texas or whatever. He kept sitting by the elders or something. Yeah. And the Passover.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Yeah. They say he was sitting way at the front on the Passover. Like what what you doing? Like, what I'm saying? Just take your seat at the back and chill. Yeah. And if they call you up, then you go up,
Right, man. It's a fine line to this thing, man. Go ahead.
This is real quick, Sirach 32:9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words.
Yeah, man. You should be soaking up as a sponge around men. Like I say, I said it back in Atlanta. Remember? One thing about a great leader, a great teacher, all right, he's always teaching. Even when he's not teaching, he's teaching, man. Even when he's not teaching, he's teaching. Yeah. And it takes you as a student to soak up what he's saying, how his conduct is, and the jewels that he's dropping that's coming out of his mouth, man. All right? When you're around Pastor Ricard, you best believe he's dropping jewels. His behavior is teaching. All right? You're around Apostle Tahor, Apostle Ramla, Gabor, you name them, man. These different men. Even on these epistles, man. You watch these brothers from these different states, the elder brother in California, Elder Malcolm, elders out there in Texas, whether it be all in Houston, whether it be up there in Dallas, everywhere, man. You take. That's how you learn, man. By watching. These are the greatest. These two right here is some of the greatest. Well, when you learn to shut them and you learn to keep them open, these two and these two, and keeping this one locked down, man. That's what. Read that 1-5 I told you.
This Ecclesiastes 5:1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of our power.
Yeah, keep thy foot. When you come into the house of the Lord, when you're a God on the side or whatever, you just a young man coming in, you gotta learn to keep your foot, learn to keep your mouth closed, learn to just soak up, man. Go ahead.
And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
Yeah, you gotta be more ready to hear. All right? That's how you learn. That's how one learn, man. You know, you learn by listening, you learn by going to study, and you find out information, you go seek information, and then when you can't find the information fully, you go ask men before you. Hey, I tried to look this up. Can you show me where else I can get the rest of the information from? And that's how you learn, man. You all right? Go ahead.
For they consider not that they do evil.
Right.
Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before our power. For our power is in heaven, and thou upon earth.
Yeah, this is a serious thing. This is the Lord's temple, man. His church. All right. When we out down the highways and byways, that's the altar, man. And we're presenting ourselves as a sacrifice. That's a real serious occasion, man. That's a solemn assembly. Really. It's a real true altar out there, man.
Come on.
You know? And we heard some righteous act. That's what we out there doing. You know, these men that sit before you, they're not here to play. They're not here to wrestle with it and play games with, man. This is serious. All right. With this information that we're telling you, this exhortation, all right, these prophecies that we tell you, this is serious. This ain't nothing to play with. This is actual cancer serious, man. You know, real life serious business, man. Go ahead.
That's why the Lord wants you to obey before you start sacrificing.
Yeah, you gotta submit yourself.
Yeah, you gotta be obedient. You gotta come under the rule.
Find that one real quick. Well, it's in the Apocrypha though. I might tell you about how a son must come up. You must break a son like a horse, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and that applies to all of us, man. Coming under the elders, you know, coming under this truth, man. I'm like, how about y'all shot? You gotta be broken first, man. Because what happens with a horse that's not broken? It's bucking. It don't want the saddle on its back.
They don't want done to it as wild.
Yeah, they don't want the what do they call it in the mouth? The bit.
The bit, yeah. Yeah, the neck is like the net of the bull. It's like the neck.
Yeah, 30 and 8.
It's like the neck that go on a bull. He gonna jump and fuck around everywhere, man. Cause he don't want it on.
Start at 7.
Okay. This is Sirach 30, verse 7. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And a horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful.
That's what happens what happens? Evil suspicion, man.
Yeah.
Being left alone willfully. So
Yeah.
you need somebody, you need
no
a guy.
counsel. You ain't getting no counsel for nothing. You counseling yourself.
Yeah.
If you ain't getting counsel from a man, that's why you gotta be taught. If you ain't getting counsel from a man, then that means you going off your own counsel, man.
Yeah.
And I got something for that right here.
You gotta be broken like a horse, man. Because it goes this whole thing from 1 down to 8 is talking about an actual son. And we're sons of the power. We had in order for us to get this knowledge, we had to be broken from the ways of the world, the different habits of the world, the thoughts of the world. You gotta get broken down, man. And and the greatest thing about being rebuked, you get broken down, and guess what? Brothers build you back up. The right way, man. You're like that house the Lord talks about in Deuteronomy that's all molded. It's all, it's all contaminated with mold, man. You got to get torn down. All right, that fire got to hit you, which is the rebuke, and you got to be built back up on a solid foundation with no mold. All right,
You gotta be fucking.
You got to trust the process of that, man. Trusting that, that's also going into trusting in the Lord. You got to have faith in the process. Damn, I'm getting rebuked. They chewing my ass out. Well, you gotta look at a guy that has no vision, don't see the other side of that. I'm looking forward to becoming a better man. You know? Go ahead,
Verse 9.
Yeah, read verse 9.
Conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Lay with him. Hey, being cool, being this is a chicken and beer kind of event.
Yeah, it's not chicken and beer. It's not the homeboys, man.
Yeah.
All right. This is not for the ladies. All right. That's the elder recall, you know. Go ahead.
Conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness.
Yeah, man.
And making just being not an asset to the camp of the body. You're just a cancer, dragging everything down and building up those spiritual dams, not allowing the words the words and the spirit to flow through. It just didn't become a problem until you could cut off the body.
Yeah, man.
Out just making problems, starting shit for no reason, just being a straight demon.
Yeah.
In the spirit of doing
You
shit.
don't want to be that guy, man. Go ahead.
You in the spirit of just doing it out your way is, man.
Yeah.
It's not Burger King.
This is the Lord's way, man. Get in line. This is Rock 32. And I'm gonna read 14. I'm gonna jump down.
Okay.
It says, whoso feared the Lord will receive his discipline, as the elder been saying, right? That they shall seek, and they that seek him early shall find favor. But let me get to the point down here. It says, I'll keep reading now. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended at. All right. And most men, if you're offended at the law, you're offended at order. Because that's really what the law is. It's order, establishment. It's a constitution. All right. So if you're offended, the law, you're gonna do things that's unlawful. You're gonna believe it's lawful, but you're in an unlawful state, but you don't know what's going on, man. It says, they that fear the Lord shall find judgment and shall kindle justice as a light. But if you have an evil suspicion, that's going to overthrow your judgment, man. It says a light as a way to direct you too. It says a sinful man would not be reproved, but find it an excuse according to his will. And they got a lot of men, when you get into that evil, mindset, you're going to try to find an excuse according to your will. Oh, I ain't like that. Oh, that ain't me. See, I do it like this. Oh, me. Like, oh, that me. Like, you got to watch that me spirit, because I see it like this, or the I, the me thing. It says, a man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear, even when of himself he had done without counsel. So even when you reject counsel, all right, of men who are giving you the way on how to do things, how to properly do things according to righteousness, all right, you go your own way. And even with your own way, you don't really counsel with that. You just follow your heart straight way. That's why it says, do nothing without advice. And when thou hast once done, repent not. So the Lord, like, look, if you want to advise yourself to do whatever, don't repent after you did it either. In other words, continue to go on with your own counsel you had, saying that you the judge, or you got the judgment of the Lord.
Jump to 33, start at 3, and read down to 6.
Come on. Let me go to this last one. Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall and stumble, not among the stones, and be not confident in a plain way.
Jump to 33, read 3, and read down to 6, man.
So right 33 and 3. A man of understanding trusted in the law, and the law is faithful unto him as an oracle. Yeah, the first principle. Meaning what? The principal things, that oracle. Prepare what to say, and so thou shalt be heard. And bind up instructions, and then make and then make answer.
Bind up instructions.
Bind it up. Get it. Yeah, tie. Bind means to tie to you, man. All right. It says the heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel. It's all over the place. And his thoughts are like a rolling axle tree. And a cartwheel or a rolling axle tree, when you roll it, it's just rolling, it's just gone, man. Mm-hmm. It's just tumbling. Like it's it kind
of falls over.
Yeah, Bam and the Flintstones, they just running in the car, just going, man. It says a stallion horse is a mighty friend. He named under everyone that sitteth upon him, man. All over the place.
We know a stallion, because going back to that horse, a stallion horse is a wild horse, man.
Yeah.
They just run wild. They just can't be tamed, man.
Yeah, you got to check your reproach, man.
Then when somebody get on them, they buck.
They
nigga.
They nigga. Yeah.
You don't want to be that.
Yeah, Jake don't know how to hold fast to this thing. This Job 27:6. It says, my righteousness I hold fast and will not let it go. And this is what Jake got to do, man. Right here, this is important. My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live, man. All right? To have an evil suspicion, that means your heart has reproached you, right? Yeah. That means your heart is working against you. Yeah. All right? Your heart is your spirit. You can't go against the spirit. You can't be kicking and fighting against the spirit. Quench not the spirit. And again, if the men around you, you believe they have the spirit and you truly believe that, then you'll get in line out with the spirit. All right. One who's not doing it with fear, he don't know how to get in line with the spirit. All right. He don't know how to track the spirit. It's nothing spiritual about you. And the Lord ain't personally coming to you with no goddamn revelations either, man. All right. The Lord ain't when the Lord came to you with a revelation, when you was in your car coming over here.
Yeah.
I ain't coming to us with no revelation, man.
I heard the word by prophets, and we're taught by them.
By men, man. I got the word of the Lord coming through men, man. All right. The Lord ain't giving you no fucking revelations, man. Now, again, young men dream visions and different things like that. We get that. But I'm talking about the Lord personally coming to you and dealing with you. Come on, man.
Opening the seals in you.
Open the seals. I'm doing something special within you. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, starting off a relationship with the Lord don't tell you all the secrets, man.
Facts.
You gotta learn to build a relationship. You know?
Wisdom. It tries a man is a heavy, roughly paraphrasing, like a heavy stone and fetters on it to try him and see if he's worthy of it. And then as you sup it, more and more is given to you.
Job 23. 2. Therefore do my thoughts cause me to answer, for this I will make haste. This the point. I have heard the check of my reproach. And again, when a man reproving you, all right, and trying to reproach you, or whatever the case may be, it's for your own good. You got to hit a check of it. A lot of men don't want to get checked, man. All right? Man, how you figure I'm doing it like this, man? No, you got to hit a check of your reproach, man. Because remember, the Lord will send men to you, and then the Lord will get on your ass. All right? Like, all right, you all right, you gonna rebel against, all right. So you ain't hear my word through these men? Oh, well, they just men. All right. Well, I'm coming now. All right. It says, I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding calls me to answer. And that's how you answer your spirit, man. When you hear the check of your reproach, man. When the Lord has put you here, put a look. I'm doing this to you. Do you understand what I'm doing? All right, I'm working this way. All right, don't go against the river, man. Just go with the program. You see?
It reminds me of a scene from Inglourious Bastards where they were trying to sneak into a Nazi party, and the only guy who spoke Italian got killed. And these American spies didn't know how to speak Italian, so they were asking, "Well, how much do you know?" "Oh, I know it the most. He knows it the second most, and the third guy knows it the least." And the third guy was like, "I don't speak any Italian." He's like, "Yeah, just keep your fucking mouth shut."
Yeah, that's it.
Jim, just keep your fucking mouth shut and listen.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, this is still at 6 and about 32. I'm gonna read down to the end. It says, "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding, and if thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every good discourse."
Godly.
And
Godly.
Oh, godly.
my bad. Godly discourse. My bad. And it says, "Let not the parables of the parable of the understanding escape thee.
Mhm.
Parables of the understanding escape thee. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee be time him,
Be time.
be times unto him.
Yep.
And let thy foot wear out the steps of his door."
Mm-hmm.
It says, "If thy mind be upon the ordinance of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments, he shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom in thy own desire."
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Come on, man. And that's it. Follow behind a man, counsel with a man who know that it says, be continually with a godly man, whom you know to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. Again, a lot of men say they believe in men, but they can't follow men. All right. It's like what is it? All right. You think because you following a man that don't make you a man? And Jay got a man complex in the earth, man. When you ain't dealing with regular men. I always tell these brothers all the time, you dealing with men who are sharp. You dealing with the greatest minds on the planet Earth. Because if we got this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, nobody has a greater, there's no other greater knowledge on the earth. So even though whether the men look like they're the greatest men on the planet or not, that matters nothing. All right. The understanding, the wisdom, and the knowledge declares that, man. All right. So it's you gotta know who you're amongst, man. Who you consulting with. Real quick, Sirach 37 and 10. Consult not with one that suspected thee, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. Now, if you're a suspect, you're a suspect out here, all right? Your judgment always getting overthrown. Ain't nobody gonna consult with you, man. All right.
What they doing in the comment book?
And you gonna hide, not a man to hide their counsel from you, man. Yeah, brothers getting busy on that. My bad. Yeah. It says, don't even consult with an envious man of thankfulness. Like, because he envious. So he ain't gonna even be thankful for you. He gonna come to get wisdom and knowledge from you and then try to go and do it his own way. You know, it said don't even consult with him. And I'm like, don't deal with no matters with him. Like, go do your own thing. And then when you fall on your face, don't come back. Don't repent. That's why I say when you have once done, don't repent not. In other words, like, no, stand on what you said, think you believe in. You make it work out for you.
You made your decision like a man, so you got to handle the
You got to
consequences like a
stand on
man.
that business, man. You got to stand on that goddamn business. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it out.
This is
check the precepts. You got the phone.
This is Proverbs 15 and 22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed.
Yep.
But in the multitude of counselors, they are established.
Read that again.
This is Proverbs 15, verse 22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed. But in the multitude of counselors, they are established. Hey,
read 12 too.
Kind of.
You got it, please.
It speaks for itself. Without counsel, leaning under your own vain understandings, your purposes are disappointed. As you were just saying, envious man just gets the words, gets the understanding, but deceitfully to go do his own thing and falls on his face.
Yeah.
Hey, is disappointed and going.
You got men that the elder, that elder or walk that taught what his name and eyes you be care whatever.
So
Captain. Captain. Now look. Well, go ahead. It says his purposes are
disappointed.
There you go. Go ahead. You got it.
Hey, and just to go back to that Sirach 3 real quick.
In 24. 27. 27.
I'll just keep going. I don't want to butcher anything.
Yeah, read 12.
Without counsels, purposes are disappointed. But in the multitude of counselors, they are established.
I want to back up real fast. This is Sirach 37:16. It says, let reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action.
A point blank period. Let counsel go before every action. If it's such a blessing to have been in a place where a camp was already set up. You didn't have to go out there and be a one man camp like some brothers have had to do. You got the house and the body already established. You've got men that have been laboring on the block, that have gone through life experiences that can help you out on a multitude of situations. You got them to go and get counsel from specifically, and that can lead you on the straight path. But all you got to do is get out of the way of your own ass and be humble and realize that these men were set up by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and that'll lead you keep you on that straight narrow path. But when you want to lean on your own understanding, you're gonna go into that way that perisheth.
Yeah, you get anxious. And once you get anxious, you start making mistakes, man. Any man starts speeding and trying to speed shit up, you gonna make mistakes. You gonna miss shit, man. You're not gonna cover all your tracks. Proverbs 15 and 12. A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him. Keep him on track. Neither will he go into the wise.
And out again. 10 2. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way.
There you go.
Hey, not taking heed to those counselors, so your way is going to be disappointed, and this is going to be your ultimate judgment. And he that hateth reproof shall die.
That's right, man. That's right, bro. Yep. Songs. Like you see, I know we've been going a minute. I had some accounts to really go into, but we up there. The point been made. This Psalms 141:5. Y'all better kind of want to bring something up. I know we ain't kind of get around to the rebuking part, but maybe
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
yeah, we could maybe
We said it in the middle of it,
Con. To lock it. Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 7:17. My bad. This is
There's some there.
it
Oh,
says
yeah, I still gotta finish that. You probably get that over.
it says be not
Go ahead, Doc.
my bad. Ecclesiastes in the Bible 7:16. It says, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? All right, because hey, again, why would you destroy yourself? Want to be so wise. And remember, much wisdom is much grief. So really what they have you to do, it make you want to put sackcloth on, more or less, and store, because it said treasure up wisdom, not hide. But as you getting it, you get more, humility on. You get face to the earth. You like, God damn, bro, I ain't know this, I didn't know that. And then we young men, we study finding out things. I'm study getting corrected and finding out more things, and brothers bringing out more precepts and videos, and you study getting edifying, getting built up. So this is a ongoing thing. So there's really no place for you to get prideful. Saying you don't know, if you don't know the whole scripture, you can't. If you don't know every word, every scripture, every breakdown of everything that deal with history and everything, you can't be prideful. Like, think about it. You don't know everything. You can't be prideful. And even with knowing everything, all right, the more you know, the less prideful you is. You got it.
Hey, you gotta constantly be coming in that spirit of being as a child.
Yep.
A child that's willing to hear new things and learn them. And you should really be in that spirit. And when you hear new things, it's like not only does it humble you, but you're excited to hear something new that's been taught to you and that you're able to understand.
Right.
And should some of milk scriptures that we go over all the time, like I'll go over it again. And I'm still taken aback by it and just in awe by it. You should constantly just be in that humble, always wanting to learn spirit and just adding it to your arsenal and just becoming a better asset to the body.
That's right. Can't get around that, man. So again, that's crazy. Kabul put that 141:5 up there. I actually had that. I'm gonna read that. It says, let the righteous smite me. Huh? All right, come.
Yeah.
It says, let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness. And a lot of men, again, we believe that, starting with the apostles and elders, that the spirit of the Lord is working with those men to deliver the word down to us younger men. We believe that through the spirit. All right. And again, if you ain't giving double honors to the elders, sincerely and actually, in the way that you honor the elders is to actually do the work that they have been through the spirit of the Lord have been given unto them to give unto us. That's how you honor them, man.
Mm-hmm.
You honor man in their works, man.
Where they told you the way the foundation.
That's how you do it, bro.
Format.
That's how you do it. Not just saying, hey, double honors to the elders and that. All right.
Be a demon afterwards.
Nah, it's what you doing.
Cover cat teaching with a goddamn t-shirt on, man.
Yeah.
And fringes and shit. You set it up. You teach with the camera. You teach with the stick. The signs, the garment on down to the foot.
Yeah.
That's how you teach, man.
Yeah.
The ways that was taught before you, of our spiritual parents, man. All right. You get a reader. You get another reader. You get a guy holding posts. And you establish that, man.
And you put the stick in front of you.
Yeah.
And you
continue
to read it. Yeah.
You continue to teach consistently.
Yeah.
All right. Rain, sleep, snow, hail, whatever the fuck, man. That's how you teach. You find you a populated area, man. If you can.
FB.
FB. If you can, you find you a decent area and you preach into the wind. So be it, man.
That's right. It says, and let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness.
I say that, oh my bad. I want to read it again, but I said it because you got guys that go into hiding, man. All right? You in the back parking lot of Home Depot by the dumpsters, man. Of the fucking shipping and receiving area, man. You can see people in the back looking. What the fuck he doing back here? You in the back of the store, man.
A highlighter jacket on.
Yeah. you want to be seen amongst the nations, man. If you can have it, some birds may be in a town. It just there's nobody. There's nobody walking.
One horse town.
Yeah, you can see the tumbleweed rolling shit. FB, but if you somewhere where you can be, you go to build yourself up, to go to preach your house shot, man.
Show yourself to the world.
Yeah.
I said, if you're teaching, like show you John 7:4, you gotta show yourself, bro.
Yeah, man. A lot of you catch you're scared to show yourself amongst men. You're scared to put on that garment. You're scared to be in the chief place of concourse, which is downtown. All right.
Here.
Yeah. And it's downtown. All right. It's not the back of rooms to go. All right. No, it's not the fucking the deep thicket of the park by the waterfall where the seagulls be at, man. All right. You teach in the populated areas, man, where all nations can't find you.
Don't go.
All right. And you will and deal in these scriptures, man.
That's an evil suspicion, though.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to.
You won't go on the side and look around and in the dark.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to get on the magazine and find where's Waldo with the stripes. I'm trying to get the mic. Where to find you at, man? But go ahead, my bad. My bad.
It says, "Let the righteous smite me; it shall be a kindness, and let him reprove me; it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head." Meaning what? That is crazy. That brother had that on there. Like, look at that. Psalm 140, 105. But through the spirit, the Lord had a lot of things come out. But it shall be an excellent oil which builds you up, man. The reproof and the things that men are telling you is for the watch after your soul. We telling the man to do the things the right way because we know we're going to be held accountable for the Lord if we send a man off, man. You see? If we send a man off or not in the direction of righteousness, we don't have to be accountable for
these
that.
things shall at least in the kingdom of heaven.
Be held accountable for that. So we're gonna teach a man the right way. But when you take what somebody taught you and do it however way you want to go, that's on your body. You got it, bro. Beautiful precept.
I reread Hebrews 13 and 17, and we already got the word obey in the Strongs. Obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief.
And who ultimately, because we have a structure, we give account to the apostles, also give account to Yahweh Shai, man, for the watching of your souls, because really and truly, there has an order set up ultimately too, man. It's my job, it's your job to hope to get me on the chariot, my job to hope to get you on the chariot, man.
Mm-hmm.
But structure is the leadership that's set up, they'll watch for your souls, man. They can, birds been around. This ain't no first time thing. Birds can see something wrong with the bird. Okay, the bird off, the bird got something going on. There's different things set in place, structure wise. Go ahead.
That they may do it with joy and not with grief.
And we do this with joy. We do this with all joy, man. We make statements like we tired of going out there preaching to you niggas, but ultimately we
ready to go.
Yeah, but we find joy. Yeah, we ready to go though, man.
When it's time, we know what to do.
We got that face on.
Yeah,
Let's
get it, teach, man.
Yeah, we know.
Go ahead.
Right, bro.
For that is unprofitable for you.
Yeah, without grief. We don't do it with griefs, man. We don't do it. Oh, I gotta go downtown again. Oh, I gotta be amongst these guys again. Nah, man. Well, actually, shit, when brothers be going away, brothers come back. I mean, I'm not saying going away, I mean to another city for a couple of days. Brothers be happy to see each other, man. Saturday to Saturday, you happy to see brothers. You happy to hear from brothers during the weekend. They, man, like I said, they don't think that goes on, man. They think we just some guys just meet up. And that's just it, man.
Clock in, clock out, and go home and watch Netflix.
It should be weird though, man. When you with brothers and you ain't been around them, because that's the same way with Jake. If he got a woman and he ain't been around his woman in a while, it's gonna feel weird to him. Yeah. He get, if it's been he go to jail for some time or he go on a long trip, it's gonna feel weird if you always around him. Same thing with brothers. Brother tell you, hey man, I was feeling weird, but I was, all but I was, in a way, meaning in the sense that what? You won't be around brothers, camp and shit, you know that you missed that. Like, damn, man, I wish I was there. You know, I felt some kind of way. Or what, you know, what
Yeah, man.
know the spirit though. You know?
And this is that word submit in that Hebrews 13 and 17 in the Strong's G5226. Hupaiko, to resist no longer, but to give way, yield. Metaphor, to yield to authority and admonition, to submit.
That's plain, man. Anything in the lexicon?
Pretty much the same thing.
All right. Yeah, submit. You gotta submit, man. All right. Stop fighting. Sometimes you think they be fighting the spirit, man. You know?
But thank that spirit with them, working with them. Maybe you battling it.
Yeah, you battling, man.
Hey, in the strongest definition, to yield, to be weak, to surrender, submit yourself.
Surrender. You gotta learn to surrender, man. So surrender to Yahweh Shah, man. In hopes the Lord may give you Sophia. All right, or this woman wisdom.
If I could say with that word weak being submit to be in a position of weakness and understand, look, I can't do it by myself and I don't have the knowledge like that. I'm gonna
start over, man.
But be weak and humble and get, like you were saying earlier, get broken down just to get built back up and be stronger.
Right, man. That's right, man. We all have to at some point have to be broken down. You know, when you was and I don't like to bring out myself. I don't know about you brothers out there, but when you found the apostles and you found out this word, you got cut. Whether you was eating when you eating bologna, pork chops, you got fucking cut with these scriptures, man. Your conduct, you might have been a habitual adulterer. You got cut, man. And that by being cut, you learn to submit. Okay, well, I did that wrong. Where's the right way how to do this? And you start over. Or you start over in the dealings of Yahweh Shem Shai, becoming as that child, man. Because we always go into that. A child is what? Like a blank canvas. You start over and you build from there. All right. And the Lord sup with you. The Lord builds you back up. All right. And then on top of that, the body builds you back up by rebuke. All right. Being submitted to rebuke. That's a part of the growth of this thing. That's a part of you growing as a man. It hurts, but it feels so good. All right. Rebuke hurts, but it feels so good at the same time, man. Go ahead.
That was it.
Yeah, you can get us out of here.
Hey, you know, Abu Zan, that was edifying, man. And again, that's the essential part of judgment. How pivotal it is, man. Because again, it'll be to your detriment, man, for you to make some judgments, all right, and it backfire on you, man, and ultimately have you by the Father with your head down in confusion. All right, you want your judgment to be able to get you to the chariots. Well, brothers get on chariots, get on the chariots as well. All right, and he that saved his soul, he that winneth souls is wise. All right. So, but again, how you win souls and then lose your own? Call yourself trying to win souls by trying to take your judgment into your own hand and do whatever you want to do, and then lose it, man. All right. Allow judgment to be in righteousness, man, and just be there. Stay there with it, man. Stick with it. Stick with the procedure. Take patience with your sufferance, man. And the Lord gonna, in the end, you're gonna be exalted, man.
Hey, because 2 examples. The guy at Maccabees, he had all good intentions to war. He went on his own and did what? Stuck that elephant, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, and what happened? He got crushed
and died. What that's in Maccabee?
He was a Maccabee.
Yeah, come.
The guy with the
he wanted to get a name for himself.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other one comes to my mind is the example of the guy that had the Ark of the Covenant. When the Ark of the Covenant went to slide down, he had all good intentions on catching that ark. I didn't want him to fall.
Yep.
But what happened? The Lord put his ass to death, man.
Right.
You can have the good intentions, but you can have all good intentions, man, and still be wrong.
That evil suspicion, it overthrows your judgment.
Yeah, man.
Because if it got you killed, it's what you suspected. It became an ill time to you.
Yeah.
Because it cost you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
That was good.
So hey, I will write this out. Use that fine to you, Akin, man, and you brothers can utilize it as well, and as we, it applied to us first. All right, we got to make sure our, judgment is not overthrown by lack of discretion, the lack thereof. So I will write this out. Use that fine, man. And we're gonna give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the items that's put the truth to sincerity. Till next time, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
Doing the job.